Shalom everybody, it's Kalila Kelly, your Irish Jew, and I'm so sad to hear this, but Dawn French, the fat, now grey-haired, amazing comedian that was one half of the French and Saunders duo from the 80s and 90s, they were so cool. Dawn French has become weirdly out of touch and not very funny with her latest TikTok ménage à vous presentation of her opinion of October 7th attacks on Israel. So what did she actually say? What was her reaction?
Complicated. No, but nuanced.
Okay, so she's starting off with a sarcastic voice. Nice close-up there. God, I love the close-up. Yeah, with big glasses. We're going big again. We're going 90s again, big glasses. And she's using the tone of voice that is, I guess some could say, a little bit like, not sure, nuanced. Because clearly, according to Dawn French, the conflict between Israel and Palestine, the latest iteration, iteration 5.0 or whatever it is, however many times the Palestinians have started a war and then complained when they start losing it, but whatever iteration of that we're up to, Dawn French is mocking the concept that there is nuance or that there might be more than one side to the situation. And clearly she's on the side of the Palestinians, and it's just like comme ci comme ça. That's how it is. I don't know why I keep putting in French words. I think because her last name is French, Dawn French, and so I'm subconsciously putting in a bit of French. I'll just stop doing that.
But bottom line is no.
No Jews, there's no nuance. No Jews, there aren't two sides to the story. No Jews, you're not allowed to react. No Jews, just no to Jews, really.
Yeah, but they did a bad thing to us, that.
Yes, they did do a bad thing, Dawn French. It was called going into Israel, killing people, hacking their heads off with saws, raping women, shooting them in the vagina with nails and with guns, and then getting babies and burning the babies alive. Yeah, that's kind of a bad thing, I would think.
Yeah, but no.
But no, you stupid Jews. No, you stupid Jews. It ain't about you. It ain't about you. No. Those things may have happened, but no, we don't care. No, it's not enough of a reason. It's not enough of a reason to attack Palestine, to attack Gaza. No.
But we want that land, and we don't know history and move on.
Wait. Oh, I'm a British comedian banging on about how it's ironic the Jews think that they have a right to land and they've got all this history. Oh, hello plane. That's the plane taking Greta Thunberg back to Sweden. I think she's had her 43 minutes of torture watching Hamas bully and butcher and rape and murder and dismember people. So that's probably Greta going back to Sweden. Can you hear the plane? Bye, Greta. Bye. Anyway, back to Dawn French, this wonderful ex-comedian. Yes, absolutely, that encapsulates so much of the idea of, and the contempt and the scorn for Jewish history and Jewish connection to land. This idea that any claim Jews have to Israel, to Eretz Israel, yeah, okay, it's thousands of years old, and yeah, okay, but there's also this dismissive kind of mockery of that idea, that Jews, they don't actually have land, and shut up, and go away, and stop talking, and history, who cares about history? I mean, this is from an English woman whose country is literally wiping its own history books, who is literally wiping its own history from the face of the earth in favour of some new age melting pot of post-trans Africanism. I don't get it, but Dawn French is part of the British problem right now, and here she is mocking and smirking and denigrating Jewish history, which is older. It's a bit older than British history. But history, but no, maybe.
No.
Yeah, I mean, this is gross. This is a gross take. I'm sorry for the back and forth video. I don't know how to edit videos, but I'm going to learn. That's so disappointing. Like, this is why I always love Jennifer Saunders more than Dawn French, because Jennifer Saunders writes her own material and she's freaking awesome. And here Dawn French is crazily out of touch. Crazily out of touch. I'm not saying she's crazy. I'm not going to throw that stereotype around at older women. But, yeah, just, wow. Yeah, I'm just looking at the comments and they're just, people are not impressed. People are not impressed. I think that her feeling comfortable enough to make a video mocking the Jews and the Israelis in that way shows you the level of disconnect most of the public in the West has towards Jews in Israel. It's a disconnect of genuinely caring anymore. It's almost like a fatigue from Westerners about the Holocaust and World War II, and we're sick of feeling guilty about that. And so we're already skipping ahead to a post-guilt time frame when it comes to Jews. And because they are in the position of privilege and they're white colonialists and they're now the bad guys and they're doing better than the others and therefore it must be bad and unearned, and how dare they succeed when other people in the Middle East are not succeeding. It's just this deep, deep disconnect and dehumanization of Jews and Israelis, and a sort of irritation that we have to pretend that Jews are human beings and that Israelis are human beings and that Israel is a humane society, let alone a human one. It's just, yeah, I'm disappointed, disturbed, and that's Dawn for you guys. So, bye.